Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I'm going to be going through some plants that I haven't really heard of, and I've only recently kind of come to know these plants and I already want them. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and get some inspiration for you guys to go out and get new plants. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And yeah, let's just jump right into today's video. Okay, so obviously I don't have these plants yet, but I do want to keep these photos in my phone just so I have an idea of which plants I'm kind of looking for, kind of keep an eye out for them, and if I do happen to find them at reasonable prices, I might just bite the bullet and get it. So first off, I have a philodendron, and this one is the philodendron serpens. So I've been really into kind of buzz, and in this case just straight up hairy petioles. So the only thing with Philodendron squamiferum, which I used to have before and I don't have anymore, I really liked the fuzziness of the petioles. I just didn't like the leaf shape, but the leaf shape for the serpens is really stinking cute because it is heart-shaped, it's beautiful, it looks so shiny, it's like kind of pleated, which I'm sensing a little bit of a trend because I really kind of like the pleated look. I have quite a lot of velvet philodendrons, which I'm really enjoying right now and I love, but I don't think I really need more. I already have the melanochrysum, the gigas, the El Choco Red, and the Splendid, so that's quite a bit. I wanted a bit more variety in my collection, so I would love to add a serpens to my collection and just really be amazed and in awe of these hairy petioles because they kind of look like spider legs, which is kind of gross but kind of cool at the same time. I hate spiders, but I like this plant. So yeah, that is plant number one on the list of plants that I honestly didn't know about, and it's been brought to my attention and now I can't stop thinking about it. Okay, so plant number two is an Anthurium. I don't know if I particularly know how to pronounce this one, so it's the Anthurium CIRINOI. I don't know. But it is a beautiful velvet leaf Anthuriums. I still love my velvet leaf ones. This one in particular is so dark, is beautiful. It's just like dark and moody and just right up my alley in terms of how I love my plants. I really like dark foliage as opposed to kind of like lighter or variegated foliage. I love dark greens, and this one definitely is a beauty. And I hear this one is slightly easier and it gives off slight metallicum vibes, so Anthurium metallicum. If you guys are familiar, it might be a little bit fussier, but this CIRINOI is definitely easier, as they say. Don't hold that against me if it's not easy, because clearly I don't have this plant and I'm just looking to add this to my collection. If I ever will be able to, I don't know, but I think it's really cute. It looks really nice and just very long, similar to the Queen Anthurium, which is the Anthurium warwickwianum, but just a little bit fatter and chubbier. So I really like that and I hope I can one day add that to my collection, but I didn't know about that until now. I recently saw it in like a friend's post on Instagram and I'm just like, I need that Anthurium. And I have not that many Anthuriums, but I do have quite the collection, I would like to say, and they do take up a lot of space when they get big. I have one magnificum that the hybrid is just large, very large. The leaf is literally the size of, I don't know, like double my head. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm kind of scared that this one would be just as big. It looks like it would be a really big Anthurium. Next up is a HOYA that I want to talk about, and this is the HOYA TANGGAMUS. These names honestly are really hard to pronounce and remember, so I'll probably never remember these names. It's just really hard, but the veining and contrast of the veining to the leaves is just so stunning. It honestly looks like a Vitalinoides but on steroids. It's like that much cuter, it's that much just like more, I don't know, appealing. I can't think of a better word than appealing, but it is so like just nice to look at. They remind me of like some type of reptile and it just looks so surreal. I can't imagine that on a plant. let alone on a Hoya. Hoyas do have some like really good veining sometimes, but this one is just like out of this world. I would really love to get this Hoya to add to my collection and really have it side by side with my Vitalonoides and just kind of compare and see the differences. This one, I think the leaf is a little bit darker and it can sun stress, because mine doesn't really sun stress, which I don't really mind, but it would be kind of cool if it could. Another Hoya I want to add is the Hoya Macrophylla Snow Queen. So Macrophylla, I don't know. I think I normally say Macrophylla, but the regular Hoya Macrophylla Albo Marginata, I think that's what it's called. I don't particularly love that one. I do really like all the other types, kind of like the bigger leaf, and just like, I don't like the variegation on the side. That's just me. But this one has splashiness. Like, it's so splashy. I can't even describe how splashy it is. And there should be a splash in the name so that I can remember it more. But it's called Macrophylla Snow Queen, which is kind of weird. But I think this is literally, it looks like a Hoya Sarawak, but with splashiness and a darker leaf, which I'm really here for, because my Sarawak, although it can sun stress quite nice, like a kind of like reddish burgundy, it doesn't have splash, and the green on the leaf is a little bit kind of lighter, versus this green is so stinking dark and so cute. I would love to add this to my collection, and I love how kind of like chubby the leaves are and just fat and nice. So I'm actually running out of room in the case of my Hoya latifolia. That one is just like growing very strange. It's like literally attached to the side of my shelf and just growing up it, and the internodal spacing is very large, so it's just so tall. It's probably like 2-3 feet. Like, that's tall. It only has like 4 leaves, and for it to be like 2 to 3 feet tall is just like ridiculous. And I think this one is a little bit more of a compact grower, I would like to think, the Hoya Macrophylla Snow Queen, but correct me if I'm wrong. And last but not least, I do want to talk about the Philodendron TENUE. TENUE? I don't know. Is it just incredibly embarrassing how I'm butchering these names? Anyway, it is this pleated philodendron. Like I said, I'm kind of into the pleated look right now, so I would love to add something kind of more pleated looking. So it has like these ridges on the leaves. It reminds me sort of a Anthurium vichii, but not as long. I do like kind of like chubbier leaves. I think this would be a really nice addition to add to my plant collection. You can grow it up a moss pole, so that's always nice. I love when my philodendrons are able to climb up moss poles, because I think it just looks a lot more neat and organized as opposed to just finding all over the place and like growing smart little leaves. I really like to keep it on a moss pole, so yeah, this one looks like it would thrive on a moss pole. So yeah, I mainly just want to get this because I saw my friend Ben have one and it looks so cute. I don't know if I have the space for it, because it looks to be a vigorous grower and it looks to be pretty easy, but I just don't know if I have the space. But if I were to add like a small little Hoya, Hoyas can be quite compact, so those ones I could fit a lot more in my collection. So I'll probably be more on the lookout for these Hoyas as opposed to the aerites, so the philodendrons and anthuriums. But it'd be nice if I can find some baby plants, because you can always fit more baby plants in my shelves and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and found it helpful, interesting, entertaining, whatever the case may be, and you go out and get yourself these plants, because they were unknown to me until recently. I've kind of been on a slight plant ban, or like just kind of stepped back a little bit from the plant community in terms of looking for new plants to buy, because I was really just like overwhelmed with the amount of plants that I already currently have in my collection. So I didn't want to add more, but I think I've kind of got the hang of watering everything and caring for everything, so I could maybe add like a few more. So we'll just have to see. I hope you guys enjoyed, and give the video a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.